Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Wow, I love going live. This is fun. This is really good fun. Just making sure everything's working. This is only like my second live since I started doing it again. I used to do them and I had loads of technical problems, and I'm hoping that I don't have technical problems now. But yeah, here we are. Um, it's World Mental Health Day today. So I thought it's a good day to, jump on board and just talk about that. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? Good. Thank you. Yeah. So I obviously am in quite a good position to talk about mental health because it's only 6 weeks since I tried to. Um, and the thing I did wrong was I didn't talk about it. I kept it all inside, which is probably a reason that I'm kind of oversharing these days and talking to you guys online and stuff because I just need to get it all out. I'm trying to process it. It's not like I'm talking like I know. I'm not talking like I know the answer. I'm talking like I'm processing what's going on, and we'll see what happens as we go along. And I think we're all doing it together. Feels like we're all. I know you guys, probably a lot of you guys struggle as well with mental health stuff, and I feel like if we come together and talk like this, especially on lives as well, because I can see you and also with video, I feel like it's helping me just to process, you know. So do you have actual friends outside the internet? No. Diaz. I actually, you know what? I really don't. I'm working on it though. I'm working on it. Um, you guys are my mates, and I know that's weird, and I hope that's not too weird, but I do feel like this is like friends hanging out. I really do. Um, but yeah, I do need to work on real life. But I feel good at the moment as it is. Glad to see you. But yeah, I always planned to come back on today for World Mental Health Day. That was always my plan. But Laura's video, obviously, I had to. Everyone was asking me about that, so I had to respond to that. I feel like. So yeah, that's the reason for that. Go to church, says Erica Ellsworth. You know what? I did go to church while it was all happening. I was going to church just because I don't even know why. I'm not religious. I definitely believe in God. And I was just last year when it all was going wrong, I just started going to a church just in the afternoons when there was no one there because there was a church down the road. So I used to go there and it really helped. I don't know how or why, but it's really interesting. What are you guys religious? What do you guys believe in? What's your thing? And where are you all from? That's the two things. Kent, Jane Stock in Kent. Hello, Jane Stock in Kent. Cyprus. Wow. Fotini. I'm not even going to attempt the second part of that name. Queensland, Australia, New South Wales. A lot of Australian people. Another one from Australia, Illinois, UK, Holland. I love that we're all over the world. This is a worldwide thing, isn't it? I love that. Get a dog, says Margaret Rowe. I am looking for a dog as we speak. I found a dog, Kiki, her name was. She was a German Shepherd, Presbyterian Church, Christian. Sorry, Michigan, North Carolina. I found a dog. Her name is Kiki. She was a German Shepherd, crossed with something else. I don't know what because I always rescue dogs because there's so many dogs in shelters that need a home. So I didn't know what she was crossed with, but she was part German Shepherd and she was gorgeous, maybe 3 years old. And I was like, this is the one. This is the one. So I took Alfie and Poppy to meet her, and she was so scared of them. She was like, she was really scared. And I was thinking, oh no, does that mean, could that turn into aggression eventually? That's what worried me. So I couldn't get her, which was a shame. But I'm still looking. I'm in the middle of a cornfield in Iowa, says Kelly. Yeah, I don't know why. I guess she had a bad experience with kids at some point in her life. But Poppy loves everything and everyone. Poppy was like going up to her, like, petting her, giving her treats. Like, how does she know how to give a dog a treat? She's never seen that before. Um, but she was into it, and but Alfie was getting a little bit freaked out because the dog was getting freaked out. They were just a bit scared of each other, I think. So yeah, but I do definitely want to get a dog. I really, really do. I'm looking out for one all the time. Hey, from Blackpool, Lisa Michelle Wood. Watch 28 Days with Sandra Bullock. Get a plant before a dog. 28 Days is the one where everyone disappears from the world, right? Alfie's doing good. He went to school today. He loves school. I hated school. I didn't know if he was going to like school, and I was pretty certain that he wouldn't. Mandy Hart's in Oregon, but he really does. I'm in Tampa, Florida. Poppy's just like my little boy Iggy. Oh, you guys' comments are brilliant. Hi from Dubai, David. Hi to Dubai. I've never been to Dubai. I wonder what that's like. Is that the place? It seems like it's an amazing place. Yeah, I will get a rescue dog. Sweden loves you, says Sophia Lindell. Thank you. I love Sweden. I've been to Sweden. I played the Roskilde Festival in Sweden with a couple of bands. Do you know that one? If you're in Sweden, you probably know that one. That was a long time ago. Order helps routine. Jesus loves you. See, when I was going through my mental breakdown, and that's what I want to talk about on this live, a lot of people started sending me texts from the religions that they believe in. And I was loving everything I was getting. And it was some was from the Quran, some was from the Bible, some was from Taoism, some was from Buddhism. People were just sending me all these quotes from all different religions. And it was so it was just so comforting to read. So it really made me, and you know what I realized is a lot of these quotes were saying the same thing from all the different religions. It was basically trust God and be nice to each other. That's pretty much everything that everyone was sending me. And it was interesting. It was all different religions, but it was all basically saying that. And that got me thinking about religion and stuff. I'm so glad you're on here talking about this subject. Yeah, so it's World Mental Health Day. And I thought, what better day to come back? Because, yeah, I didn't talk to any. I was struggling. I struggled hardcore this time. 7 weeks ago, I was the lowest I've ever been. And I've been at rock bottom with drugs and alcohol. I've been in hospitals. I've been in psych wards. I've been in jail from my addiction. But 7 weeks ago was the lowest I've ever been in my entire life. And it was just from mental health, just depression. And I wasn't telling anyone, and I was getting deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And the more I wasn't talking, the worse it was getting. So I really feel like it's important to get that message out that if you are struggling, it's really important to talk, because I didn't, and the reason that I tried to basically I was very, very serious about unaliving myself. Very serious. I made a plan, and it was all going to happen. And that was only because I hadn't told anyone. If I'd have told anyone, thank God, at the last minute, I told Laura. And that's the reason I'm still here. That's literally the reason I'm still here. I've got a mark on my shirt. Tried to be all put together. Look at me. So yeah, that was, if I hadn't have told Laura, I wouldn't be here now. So talking to someone is so crucial. And for me, I got to a place where there was just no hope. There was no hope from, I couldn't see a point in carrying on. And that's what depression is, isn't it? It's like no joy, no hope. And it was relentless. It wasn't stopping week after week after month after month. But because I didn't tell anyone, it was getting worse and worse. So that's my big message on World Mental Health Day. Please, if you're struggling, talk to someone. You can talk to. I didn't have any friends, and I still don't have any friends in real life to talk to, but I could have spoken to Dr. Amen, my psychologist. I could have spoke to a doctor. I could have spoke to Laura. I could have spoke to my sponsor in AA. if you really have no one, I would advise. I know it's weird because it is a religious organization, but a priest or someone like that. If any people will talk to you about stuff, or a social worker, or just get it out. I really, it's so important. Get out of California, says Glenda. Yeah, I've been thinking about that, but I can't because of the kids. Mental health is a serious issue and needs more help. It really does. Do you know what, you guys? You have no idea. I just posted a video today saying pretty much what I said here. Make sure to talk to someone. And I've had so many messages from people saying, I wish my daughter had heard this. I wish my son had heard this. I wish my husband had heard this. Is overwhelming. The amount of people that are literally said that to me today. And it just makes me think, how many people are killing themselves from this disease, which is depression, and it is a disease. It's brutal. It seems like it's an epidemic sometimes. And yeah, but if you don't talk, you won't be able to get the help. And talking, like, look what I do every day. I talk about it every day. I don't talk to people in real life, but I talk online. And I have actually checked it with my therapist. And she's like, it's your way of communicating. I'm on the spectrum as well, so it's hard for me. Real life communication is hard because I struggle with eye contact and I struggle with just small talk. Ketamine therapy is amazing for depression. Yeah, I can't do it though because I'm sober. I can't do anything mood altering. But people have said that. Why is mental health not taken as seriously as physical health? That's so true. Why is that? I think it's more deadly, the mental health stuff. Deborah had a psychotic episode 50 years ago, and it was Kundalini experience, bipolar. I wonder, what do you mean? You were doing Kundalini yoga, or how's EMDR going? EMDR is nuts. It's nuts. I mean, it's working, and it's helping, but it's nuts. It's so crazy to have to keep thinking about a traumatic event. I thought about this one thing, which was the most recent traumatic thing that happened, which was, so the way they do it is they make you think about a traumatic event, and you see the image, and you also have a headline, and you have to take yourself back to that until it gets less intense. So you get sort of desensitized to it. But in order to do that, you have to keep going back to it while you're tapping like this. Tapping really reminded me of in my music, hidden in all my music, there's binaural beats, bang, 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 left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And that's exactly what tapping is physically. So I think that's the reason people like my music and can relax to it, because it's doing that EMDR thing with audio, but you can't hear it. I've made it super quiet. If there was more focus on mental health, we'd have a lot less physical problems, says Leah. That's probably right. Leah or Lee? In the United States, you can text 988 for a suicide and crisis helpline. I should have, if I knew how to write that on the screen, I would do that. That's huge. So there's a suicide helpline. Is it 988? Let me go back and see. If you're struggling, you can call that number and they will talk you through it, I hope. Yeah. My dad had a mental breakdown during lockdown, someone said, after my mum had a stroke, says Jane Stock. Wow. Yeah, lockdown was tough on a lot of people. I know a friend of mine really lost it during lockdown. He almost... 988. I'm going to try and put that. I'm pretty new to live streaming, and I don't know how to do some things like that yet, but I'll figure it out. you need to start your own music production company. That way, you are in control. I've got my own. I distribute all my own stuff. I don't go through. I was signed to record labels for years. I was signed to publishers, and it wasn't good. They basically take all the money. So I don't do that anymore. I'm doing it all on my own. Jane Walker says, "What happened with you and your wife?" I've got a whole series on YouTube about that, and you can go and watch it if you would like to. I lost my mother-in-law and brother to, yeah. It's a huge problem. It's a huge problem. It's not talked about enough. So that's why I think it's good to talk about it like I'm trying to do. Just get it out and try and process, what's going on in our heads. It's so important. And yeah, talking about it is the reason that I got myself in trouble. That's the main thing I did wrong, was I didn't talk about it. That's literally the main thing. So it's so important to let people know if you're struggling. I'm not ignoring, I'm reading the comments. Hi from the UK. Keep on making these videos and talking about it. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm feeling okay today. I'm feeling all right. How are you feeling? We like you here in Iraq. Wow. That's nice to hear. I've never been to Iraq. How are the kids? The kids are great, Christian. Really great. They're doing so well. Alfie loves school. He's really into it. I take him to school every day, and he loves it. Couldn't be happier, which is great. I remember last week you said you weren't ready to take off your ring. Yeah, you noticed I did. I don't know why. I don't know. Disordered eating. I'm trying to get to the bottom of that. I've been talking about it in therapy. I don't know what's going on. I can't eat anything. I'm just nauseous all the time. And I do a history of eating disorders. I've been bulimic and anorexic. And so I've really got to be careful, because I'm an addict. Addicts, I believe, can get addicted to anything. So put down alcohol, pick up eating, put down eating, pick up sex, put down sex, pick up drugs. So it's just, I have to watch everything. And I'm very conscious of not eating, and I'm not eating very much at the moment, but it is stress. So it's really hard to see if I'm in the middle of a eating disorder or not, because stress is what I believe is, making me act like this. So we will see. "8D music helps me massively. It calms me down." What is 8D? Sand. Such a cute story about Alfie and the witch. Yeah, that was so funny. So we go to a park every day. I don't know if you saw the video in my last video, I talked about it. We go to a park every day. And every day that I take him. And he calls the park sand. He goes, "Sand, sand." So it's really funny. So he wanted to go to sand yesterday. I went, "Sand." So we took him to sand, and they fenced sand off. There was the park was fenced off, no toys, nothing. And he was heartbroken. It was so sad. So we're walking back, and this woman who's literally dressed like a witch, I'm not making that up, and I didn't hallucinate it. She was dressed in normal clothes, apart from a witch hat, I should say. That's more accurate. Normal clothes, witch hat. Normal clothes, witch hat. I'm like, if this isn't a sign from up there, I don't know what is. This is so weird. And she said to me, "There's a park down the road there." And I'm doing this new thing. I'm trying to say yes to life. Like, normally I wouldn't want to talk to that lady, and I would be scared to get into a conversation, but I made myself. She told me about the park, and I thought, I'm saying yes, going to the park with Alfie. Do you know, that park was incredible, and it's just down the road, and I didn't know it existed. So the witch lady told me about it. Crazy. Why are you back and forth on social media, on and not on? Just curious, because I'm completely still crazy, Ema. I'm still crazy, and I do this wild swing. I've always been like this. I'm too dramatic, and it's it's a problem. Like I'll be like, this has upset me. I'm never doing that again. I'm never, no, I miss my friends. I gotta go back on. That's the way my mind thinks. I don't have a go a bit less. I think it's an addict thing. So I'm sorry if I've been doing that. I realize it's annoying. Um, but yeah, that's why I've been on and off. But I've decided I'm going to stay on. And maybe we'll do more lives if you like these lives. Um, I'm posting so this is what I'm doing right now. I'm posting a video every single day on YouTube, 10 a.m. every day on YouTube. A video goes up, regardless. I'm really consistent, and I will never not post one. I just film it when I go into a depression hole, which is from 1 to 4 every single day. I go into a little bit of despair, and instead of just going into that despair now, I make a video. It helps me an incredible amount, and I just love doing it. So that's what I do, and I upload that video the next day at 10 a.m. And the reason I do it is because the first time I did it, I was really embarrassed, and I went to take it down, and there was so many messages from people saying this helped me so much, this video. So anyway, I post it every day. That's it. I'm Facebook. I'm gonna be a bit more active on. I want to make a few more videos for you guys. Live. I like doing lives on Facebook. That's good. Way because I can interact with you more. TikTok, I do live music. So live piano, live guitar. If you want to hear me playing, just live, just no pressure. I just do jam. I say jamming, but it's very relaxed, slow music. So that's live music on TikTok, and I also go live on TikTok. So it's TikTok, just my name in all these places. That's it. And Patreon, I've got a Patreon. On Patreon, I make a exclusive piece of music. I produce a complete piece of music every single week, exclusively for my Patreon. And my Patreon is patreon.com/Stephen Hilton. But you don't have to sign up for it because I do the same as I always have done. This is just extra if you want more music. If you want an exclusive music and an exclusive video every week, that's available. But that's my thing. Oh, look at this stream is trash. Look at Pudge. Oh, Pudge, you're trying to get a little bit of attention there, mate. Oh. So yeah, this is but Pudge is live, so so the thing is with the mental health stuff is I believe that if we don't talk about our issues, then we're not going to be able to get through them. You know, we're not going to be able to